Bennett Davison with the EuroHooplife podcast. We're talking to Akeem Scott. We're going to be talking specifically about Vietnam. Uh, let's go into the details. What was the city like? How did you get over there? Was it safe? What was the city like? What was the living situation? And what would a player expect if he had never been over there? Tell me your experience.
All right, so I played in the Asian League. I played for the team Saigon Heat, based in Vietnam. Vietnam is an amazing country, first off. And I played in a city called Ho Chi Minh City. Okay. It's a huge city. I mean, I'm talking about it is big. There's no way you can
10 million people. It's like a metropolis, you would say.
I don't know if it's 10 million, but it's big, bro. Like, as far as I can see, it's big. I never really looked at the number.
Yeah. So it was a lot of chaos, busy streets, city life.
Yeah. So the streets are so busy, you can't even drive a car. Everybody got to drive mopeds and scooters. And like that, that's just the way how they travel out there. There is taxis and stuff like that, obviously. But if you want to get somewhere in a timely fashion, get on a scooter.
Okay. So just get on one of those little scooters around the town and just get on maybe a little moped or something.
Yep, get on a scooter or moped.
So what was the living situation? How did they set you up? Did they? Sometimes you hear about the Philippines or Vietnam. You hear about someone to cook for you, someone to drive you, scooter or moped. What was the living situation? The apartment or a hotel?
Oh man, everything was good out there. I mean, I had a beautiful. I mean, they put me in a beautiful apartment for me, my wife, and my daughter. At the time, I didn't have my son yet, and I mean, we was in a 2-bedroom apartment. Everything was brand new. Outside the door, it was like a nice infinity pool workout area.
Oh, really?
So it felt like the tropics. Like, it was amazing. And then Vietnam weather is always hot.
So they took care of you. They set you up nice.
Oh, yeah, they set me up nice, man. Saigon Heat is a great organization, like amazing organization. And the food out there is good. I don't know if you like Vietnamese food, but, you know, I love it. You know what I'm saying? My wife love it. And then, you know, they cook with some spice in it. So, you know what I'm saying? I like spicy food. So for me, it was a great experience.
Great experience. So you felt as a player, you know, you were going over there with your wife and child. Is it something that you felt safe and for them to go out, say you're on a road trip for a 2-day road trip, you felt safe for them to walk out to the grocery store, to the park and all that type of stuff?
Oh, yeah, man. Absolutely. The place is absolutely safe. And I just say this, my wife, she loves Vietnam to the point where she's like, yo, I can live in Vietnam. That's how safe she felt. Yes.
Outstanding. So let's get into the basketball side of things. So the living situation was great. They made you feel comfortable. Your apartment or the place you stayed was close to the gym. What were the facilities like? Did they give you shoes? Did they give you jerseys? How did they take care of you? And maybe going to the travel, like how far did you have to travel in that country playing in the league?
Saigon Heat, man, they're super professional. I mean, literally, I still got stuff in plastic. How much practice stuff they give you, how much of your own uniforms, and, you know, obviously they sell your jerseys and stuff like that. So whatever they make from rubber bands, headbands, clothes, anything that they're selling, you're going to have tons of it. I literally had to get a whole new suitcase just to bring some of the stuff back. Okay. So you're always going to have that. And if anybody who's going there, I advise you just bring one empty suitcase because you're going to come back with a whole bunch of Saigon Heat stuff.
And so, like, as a basketball player, you had to bring your own shoes. Did they provide them for you since they're
Well, you know, you got to get your own shoes. I wouldn't even want a team to provide shoes for me because you don't know my style. You don't know how you don't know how it fit on me. So for me, just the uniforms is great. So no, they didn't provide sneakers or anything, and I don't think that's a huge thing, especially now these days. Everybody got their own little swag, you know.
Awesome. So what were the facilities like? What were the fans like? How many people were in the gym? Go into details of that.
Oh, man, the fans are absolutely amazing, dog. I mean, like, packed house every night. We're talking about maybe 3,000 or 4,000. It's in a I would say more like a bigger gym, not an arena, but it's like more of a gym, like big high school type feel.
Yeah.
And, man, they packed out the gym every night, and the fans are absolutely wild about basketball, which is shocking to me going to Vietnam. I'm like, you know, you don't hear much about Vietnam in the U.S.
Yeah.
I mean, when you go over there, you see all these people going crazy about basketball. for me, man, it was a crazy experience. I enjoyed it.
Awesome. So that's it. And then as the third portion, we always talk about finances were on time. You never had to worry about. It sounds like that whole Vietnam and Seoul, Korea, and Northern Korea and China payments are always. It's almost like a dishonor for them not to pay you on time. Is that the
Oh,
situation in Vietnam?
no, bro, always on time, dog. Sometimes you get your check a little early. They have their payment on their dates and it's straight to your bank account or however you want it. So, man, for me, man, Vietnam, bro, super professional. Saigon Heat, super professional. Bro, I can't say enough good things about them, dog. It was an amazing experience. And
Are
if
there
anybody got
any
the chance to go there, I would say go, even if it's not for basketball.
Nice. Any limitations? I know that playing in the Philippines, I was 6'7", playing in playing shoes. I was 6'8". I always had a limit where I could never play in the Philippines because you had to be 6'5" or smaller. Are there any limitations on the actual league rules of who can get over there in Vietnam?
Nah, so all right, so here's the thing, right? I'm playing for Saigon Heat in Vietnam in the Asian League. So the Asian League is Philippines, Taiwan, China, just Malaysia, Singapore, Vietnam. So we got about maybe 8 to 10 teams. I know I'm missing a couple countries in there. So it's one team per country, and we're flying to each country to play against each other. So the only rules they have is I think now it's 3 imports. Basically, that's the only rule. You just only can have 3 imports. That's
Okay.
it.
So it's a good opportunity. So how would people get in contact with you as we wrap up this interview? Um, Sounds like you have a wealth of knowledge from Finland to Jamaica to being a Bozeman player to playing over in Vietnam. How would people get in contact with you? And let's wrap up with the last kind of a cool thing that happened over there.
Oh man, so I would definitely, if you guys want to get in contact with me, you can look me up on LinkedIn and Facebook. Akeem Scott. Just type my name in there, AKEEM space SCOTT. And if you're looking for me on Instagram, it's KEEMSCOTT, all one word, Keem Scott.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you for your time and your education. Hopefully, this reaches other people, players, and you have a wealth of knowledge to be able to share with them. Keem, thank you for your time.
No problem, bro.
Yep.